Welcome to Terrible Tarot. This is your tarot reading for, sorry, I gotta look at my calendar here. We are looking at the 29th of April through the 5th of May. Now remember, these readings are timeless, so whenever you are led to watch this video is when you're led to watch it. So take what resonates, chuck what doesn't. I do occasionally swear in my videos. If you're offended, I'm sorry. There's lots of other tarot readers out there that do not swear. I don't make a habit of it, but it does pop up every now and then. Excuse the sage here. Also, I don't do any particular spread. I just do what I am led to do by my guides. My main guide, angel guide's name is Mike, so if you hear me saying the name Mike while I do my reading, I am not talking to someone here, I'm actually speaking with my guide. These are the decks that we'll be using today, clarifying decks, and let's go ahead and get started. Also, if you will share, like, and subscribe, that would be helpful, and also feel free to put comments in the comments there. Please keep them positive. I will delete anything that starts getting too negative. So this is a collective reading, not for any one particular sign. This may or may not resonate for you. Generally though, if you're led to watch the video, it means there's going to be a message in it for you. I will timestamp the card reading in the bottom for those who want to fast forward. This is such a large deck that I shuffle it a little different than I do my other decks. I do read reversals. However, those reversals are only read if they come out of my deck that way. I do not start my deck with reversals. And I only read reversals on my main deck, not my clarifying decks. Sorry, my hands are having issues today. Struggle with these larger decks as they tend to be a little more difficult to shuffle. Also, I do not call out signs during the readings. Most of y'all that watch these videos can look at the cards and tell what the signs are. I will call it out if I am led to do so by my guide. Otherwise, I do not call them out. We will do the general reading, and then we have a couple oracle type cards that we will do towards the end. Special message cards. For those of you who are questioning the name of my channel, when I was meditating and praying on a name, Terrible Tarot came in as the name, and despite its name. It's not that it's terrible tarot, it's that as a joke that we all, when we are first readers coming into tarot, are a little nervous that our readings are going to resonate, that they're not going to be helpful to people, and so we get worried about that. And so it's kind of a play on the words, a play on the idea of tarot. Sorry, this it's going right into my face. However, the name does not mean that the tarot readings are going to be terrible. It's just kind of a joke, and it's easy to remember the name of the page. All the graphics and everything you see on the page are still in the works. So this is a baby channel. We're just starting to grow it, and I actually have a graphic design background. So you can bet your buttons that eventually this is going to be a primo page. But right now I felt led to start, even though I didn't have all that stuff ready to go, because my guides are telling me that there are messages that need to get out, and I have those messages. And so even though I don't have the business part of it all really put together, I felt led to go ahead and start doing the readings. So it is a work in progress, and I hope that you'll join me for the journey by subscribing and really contributing and putting, you know, if you want to pop in some advice on the comments in regards to the channel, what you would like to see as subscribers. I am open to that at this time. So anyways, what I'm going to do now is shuffle and get the card layout. I do not start reading the cards until I have all the cards laid out and I can look at them as a whole. That can take me a while, so what I will do is I will cut the video and cut into where I actually do the reading once I have it all laid out, so that you guys aren't sitting there waiting on me. I do my readings a little differently than most. So I'll start with my main deck here. I also don't always talk out loud to my guides. So if I'm not repeating myself out loud like some readers do, it's not that I'm not meditating on it, I just choose to do it internally sometimes. Universe, God, Mike. What are the most important messages that our viewers need to hear for next week? The week of the April 29th through the May 5th. What are the most important messages that you need to hear, please? General messages can be in regards to love, work, family. What are the most important messages that you need to hear? I also do channel messages. My guides will give me sometimes songs, numbers, colors, images, straight up words. It doesn't happen in every reading. Okay, I just saw the Queen of Cups. It didn't come out though, so we're just gonna put the pin in that. Somebody is mourning the loss of a mother. My condolences to you. I'm sorry to hear about your loss. I do also, as an empath, pick up on energies. Just on that energy alone, I felt a very solemn, sadness. But this person that passed away, this wasn't a sudden death. I felt like this might have been cancer. Something you saw coming, you had time to mourn it, so it's not a complete shock. I'm also seeing Three of Swords. Not necessarily feeling this is a third party, I'm feeling this is pain in the heart. I just heard the word galaxy for some reason. I'm not sure what that means. I'll let you know if I get any more with that. And Stephen, the name Stephen. Any other messages for next week? No. Wow, okay, no. I almost gave up, but we got a couple more, okay. Alright. Get some clarifiers for this night ahead of this, please. It's my dryer in the background, by the way, if you hear thumping noise. I am a mom of 6 kids. I have 5 of my children every other week, 50-50 custody, so when I don't have them is when I am able to do my readings, which is why currently I'm only doing them once a week. Dryer stopped. Yay! And my 6th baby is a little baby. He's almost 5 months, and I have him full time. Something on this Knight of Pentacles, please, Mike. There's a song trying to come through. Huh. I'm saying that too. It's Meatloaf, and I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Okay, how about this 2 of Swords? Diana and Tom. Those 2 might be together. Diana and Tom, they might have something to do with each other. 2 of Swords, please. I do not do my clarifiers in reverse, just my main cards. Give me one more on that, please. I generally like to do at least 2 clarifiers. It gives me a better feel for the story. That's not a hard and fast rule. Sometimes I don't need a clarifier. Sometimes Mike lets me know straight up with 1 card what the meaning is. But I like to ask for the clarifiers. Clarifier for this 2 of Swords. One more clarifier, please. One more clarifier for this 2 of Swords, please. Goodness gracious. I'm kind of a very stubborn energy right now. Like I said, I don't like to call out signs, but I was just told Sagittarius. He said I'll take those. This deck tends to get very sticky on the cards. So. As you can see, I do the flip out method. I don't. Okay, he's saying I don't need any more clarifiers on that one. That's why it's coming through. Okay, so we're going to move on to the 9 of Swords here. He's saying take both. Okay. How about this full energy? I do see 6 on the board twice here. Hearing the word abundance. It's not really on the board, but I'm hearing it. And this is completely random, but someone's football team. Football? Is he even playing football right now? It's weird. Someone's football team just one, it was like a big deal. Maybe someone's child plays on the football team. It was like a really big deal. I don't even think football's in right now, though. Maybe soccer? I don't know. I don't even think football's in right now, but that's what I'm hearing. Or it could have been in the past, or in the near future. I'm even seeing the visuals. It almost feels like a homecoming game, or something like that. Get one more on this side. Thank you. How about the lovers here? Look, thank you. Okay. What message do we have to go along with this reading? What message do we have to go along with this reading? What message do we have to clarify this reading? Oh, I hear my baby in the background. I will have to take a break here in just a moment. You guys won't even notice because I'll just pause it and come back and it'll be like I was never gone. Oh goodness. This one came out last time. Any other messages? I'm hearing no more on this deck. Okay. Gosh. I'll move these over here. Okay. Any messages from our romance angels for the next week? What are the energies regarding romance angels? And love for my lovely collective. Another song trying to come through. Do we need another one? No. Yes? Yes. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. This will be our animal and stone for the week. Stone. These are have positive affirmations on them. I like to, for my personal readings, do them daily. It's a great deck. This is the Animal Allies Gemstone Guardians cards. So one side is a gem and then the other side is an animal that corresponds to the message. And then this is our empath deck, the Empathic Oracle. What message do we have for the collective for next week? What do they need to hear? Now, here's a little thing about empaths. Everybody is an empath, okay? When you go to the movies and you watch a movie and it makes you cry because you feel bad for the character, you're experiencing empathy. The difference between empathics and just regular people is that empaths just tend to feel a little more strongly. We tend to absorb the emotions of those around us. It makes us very sensitive. So a lot, and I believe it's something that you can actually can really what's the word, grow and learn how to use. So alright, sorry about that. I gotta figure out how to make my camera go a little longer. Anyways, as I was saying, as the empath oracle deck is gives us great information on how to handle being an empath, because sometimes being an empath can be very stressful. absorbing the energies of people around you. And if you don't know how to harness that and use it to your advantage, it can cause things like depression and anxiety and things like that. So I find this deck very helpful. What message, Mike, for the collective in regards to the empath? What do they need to know for the following week? Okay, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to study the cards and check on my son, and then I will come back and give you the message. Hello. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so I had a chance to go over the cards. I'm going to remain tuned into the cards as I'm giving this reading. Again, I do tend to feel the emotion. Many times I'll pick up on people in the collective as I go through the storyline. Sometimes more than one storyline will come through, so I might go through it with one, and then Mike might send me another storyline that that someone needs to hear. So again, this is the energy for the week of the 29th through May 5th. However, energies are timeless, so whenever you watch this video, there's probably a message in here for you. Okay, so let me show you what the main cards are. Let me pull these down. So the first card that came out was the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Two of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Fool, and the Lovers. For our Mermaid Oracles, we got Water Flight and Divine Sensuality. For our Romance Angels, we got Getting to Know Each Other, Codependency, and Forgiving and Learning. Okay? For our Animal Allies, we got Hiddenite and Cat. And for Empathic Oracle, we got the Solar Plexus Chakra. I will do those two at the end to tie in the reading. Now, clarifying our Knight of Pentacles, we got the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. So what I'm feeling here, now I got two possible ways this can be happening right here. One, I feel you could be waiting on someone to come in. Now, I don't do male or female unless I'm called to say it. These energies can go back and forth. A knight can be a female or a male. Okay? It all depends on the energy the person takes on. Okay? So you could be waiting on this person to come in. They are very slow. They're very grounded. They're taking their time to make sure everything is just the way they want it, because they want to come in with something for you. You have been using your intuition about this person, and it could be someone from your past. And I do see kids in here. I didn't see kids anywhere else on board, but I still heard that there are kids involved, possibly in this storyline right here. Okay. The other option is that you are the person wanting to come forth with an offer, and I'll tell you why I think that might be the case for more of you. And you have been listening to your intuition. You've been listening to your intuition, and that is why you've been taking your time with this offer. Okay, you've been playing chess. You've been strategically planning out how you want to come forward with this offer, because this is someone that you've known. And I am getting that this could be a past life relationship. So this is someone that you've been in this cycle with before. Okay? Now, you've got a decision to make, and you're kind of in your head about it. And this decision involves at least a Knight of Cups. So, if it's this knight here, they're also very romantic. very loving, very nurturing, and they're coming forward with this offer. And it could be between a couple different people, because there's another knight on the board over here, which I'll get to in a second. So you're not actually this week taking any actions to make a decision, but you're thinking about it. And what you're doing, see how she's got the blinder on? I feel this is you you're trying to weigh it out. You're trying to be fair about your choice. The Seven of Cups isn't here, but I'm feeling that energy. You know you have a lot of options, and you're trying to weigh the pros versus the cons. Because I don't know why this song is coming to me. Now I've had the time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. Right? So, you feel very strongly about this person and this offer. But I still feel like there's a couple different people on the board. Let's go forward. So the next one you have is the Nine of Swords. Now the message I'm getting here, very, very strongly, is this has to do with the codependency. You've got the codependency here, and then clarifying your Nine of Swords is the Devil and the Nine of Cups. Now the Nine of Cups can mean happiness, ultimate wish fulfillment. However, it can also mean overindulgence. And with it being with the Devil and the codependency, I feel like you're dealing with addictions. It can be you, or it can be someone else in your environment. But it's causing a lot of anxiety. I am getting the feeling my chest being tight, panic attacks, depression. Okay, so this codependency is causing, this is either you feeling this or someone in your environment that is going through this right now. Okay, that was just very, very straightforward for me. I didn't need to do much clarifying on that. Your next card is the Fool, and it was clarified by the Emperor and the Moon. Now what I feel going on here is you have the opportunity to start fresh, to start new with something. But here's the deal. You've got to forgive and learn. And why do I say that? Because this moon is, you've been holding on to some stuff, some secrets. And I feel this is more in a negative aspect with this reading. This is, I'm hearing you're lying to yourself about some things. You're holding back some things. You're holding on. Okay, so when you hold a grudge, it's like taking poison and expecting the other person to die. That's why you've got to forgive and learn. You've got to release this. You are secretly holding on to something that I feel it's really hindering your progress. Spiritually, it might even be hindering your process physically in work and other aspects of your life. So what they're telling me, what Mike is saying is, hey, if you want this new beginning, okay, you're going to have to let go of this and step into the Emperor. You've got to get control of your shit. You got to take control of your life. Okay, because you can't start fresh holding on to the past. And you've got to learn. The whole point of making, see, it's not a problem that we make mistakes in life. The problem is when we don't learn and we repeat the mistakes. So in order to start that fresh, we've got to learn from those mistakes. Okay, so forgiving and learning. So the next thing we've got is the Lovers, and that was clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Now the Lovers can mean a head over heart decision, or having to make a decision in love. There's two people in the card. You do have two on the board already with a decision. So I do believe this can be needing to make a decision in love between these different knights. Because you have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. But these two knights are in clarifying positions, whereas this one is not, which is why it makes me feel you are the knight coming forward slowly and strategically, and you're trying to make a decision in regards to these other knights. Now this can be one person that is taking on the energy of the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands being very go-get-em, passionate, can be the player card. I don't feel that in this spread. What I honestly feel, and I'm going to tell you why I feel this, is you've got the divine sensuality, okay? This is making love and erotica. Just got this last week too. It's so funny. Evidently, they want us to get it on. Okay. Wish you'd send some of that to me, please. I'm getting lonely over here. Okay, so this person, this Knight of Wands, whoever this is for you, when you make love to this person, it's like all your burdens go away. It's like laying down those burdens, and it's just this release, and it just feels awesome. And it's funny, as I'm saying that, I'm looking at this card underneath where it says water flight, heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, and weightlessness. And I totally did not notice that until I just said this, so that's funny. Thank you, Mike. This person just makes you feel light. I'm feeling just very almost giddy. Makes you feel like a kid again. So that's why I feel like it's possible this is all one person that you are wanting to make this offer to, but you are not sure about making that decision yet. There's something. It could be that maybe that this person here has these addictions, and it's making you not sure if you want to actually offer that or not. I'm hearing you're watching. Now I know the Page of Swords isn't out here, but I feel like you're watching this person carefully to see how things end up before you make that decision to offer your cup. You're using your intuition. You love this person. There's no doubt there. You love this person. You care about them deeply. What I'm getting is very concerned about this addiction issue. I am also hearing prescription meds. This person, okay. This person may be over-reliant on prescription meds for mental health issues, depression, and whatnot, and you're concerned about it because they're not necessarily getting better, and they've become very reliant on that. Also, the other card that we got here was getting to know each other. So I feel like that's what you're doing right now. Before you make this decision, you are watching them, you're getting to know them, you're learning about them. You're getting it on, okay? I'm hearing you're getting to know their body. This person, what's that song about the playground? Your body's like a playground. I'm sure someone will say it in the comments. Yeah, I just think it's really funny that this is the second week this has come out. Evidently, the collective really needs to get in touch with their sensuality. So anyway, so let's just recap before I go on to these. So I really feel this is you. There is a small part of the collective that this is you waiting for someone to come forward, but I feel for most of you, you are wanting to come forward, but you're being patient, methodical. You are you're really watching this other person or persons plural, and you're using your intuition. You're going slow. You recognize that they are a soulmate, a past life. There might even be children involved, and so that might be another reason why you're being careful, is because you don't want to get involved and wreck someone's life that has children involved. Okay, just like my personal story was really messy and children were involved, and it's rough. So you might be learning from past mistakes or other people, or even previous life. Maybe in your previous lifetime with this person, in this past love, there were children involved and it didn't end well, and so you're just wanting to be careful this time, and you have this decision to make. You're weighing it up in your mind. You're trying to look at it in a fair, balanced way. this person wants to come forward and offer you this cup of love. And you know something I noticed too, with these two knights, their face shields are up, right? So they know, they're very, very aware of what they want. They have their eyes on you. But you have your mask down. You're like, not so fast, not so fast. Look, you have your eyes closed. Look at this. Closed. Okay? You really, really want to make sure you're making the right decision. And that's smart. That's smart to not rush in. And I know that's hard to do, and I just totally reverse these. Why did I reverse these, Mike? Okay, that's just for me confirmation. These are the same person. Okay. He's just telling me that this is the same person. That's why I reversed it, just for confirmation. Okay. And you're dealing with someone, or it could be you, or someone in your environment that's dealing with addiction, codependencies. I'm very strongly getting prescription meds for things like, I don't know why I just heard dementia. Maybe someone's dealing with someone with dementia. But depression and I'm hearing bipolar. That could also have something to do with the Two of Swords too, the bipolar. Okay. But there's going to be a fresh start this week. You have the opportunity to start fresh in something, whether it be work or love, or I'm hearing possibly a relation. I heard very specifically a relationship with a dad. I don't know why I heard that. Maybe because of the Emperor. Okay, but you've got to own up to these secrets. You've got to let go of this grudge that you're holding, or this whatever it is that you're holding on to. You've got to let it go, forgive it, get into that Emperor. I'm sorry, he's trying to give me something. Ha! That's what it is. It's so funny. Okay, I know you can't tell me. I have to show this up. The Emperor's eyes are looking over here at the devil, kind of with this look on his face like, really, dude? So, I don't know why I noticed that. That was just funny. But, he's like, you gotta get out of this, dude. You gotta get out of this and man up, or woman up, okay? So that we can have this fresh start. Okay? And then you have your lovers. There's someone, and I feel it's the same person, that comes in and they're very passionate and they're very loving, and boy, they just, whew, they really do it for you, okay? They release these burdens when you're together. It's just, whew, man. I mean, okay, I'm going to get a little graphic, but you know how you feel when you have an orgasm and you just feel like, oh, God, I felt good, just releasing. Yeah, it's like that, but times 10 million, right? That's how you feel when you're with this person, okay? I want some of that energy. Okay, so let's move on to our animal allies and our gemstone guardian. So you got Hiddenite, okay? Do you have a lot of worrisome, repetitive thoughts? Have you noticed that you are extremely sensitive to the thoughts, feelings, emotions, and physical challenges of others? It's time to find mental peace and tranquility in your life. Take the time to meditate and relieve your mind of the incessant chatter. Observe life in a detached manner and focus on what is truly important. Okay? So I feel that is, well, let's read the cat and then I'll tie that in, okay? So the cat, okay, can you see that? Sorry. I can comfort myself and feel nurtured. I am calm. I am tranquil. My intuition is strong. It is easy for me to feel, sense, or know how others feel. I can tell the difference between my feelings and the feelings of others. I am compassionate and kind. Okay, so this kind of goes with what I was saying here is you are intuitive, okay? You are you are feeling, you want to get to know this other person. I almost feel like you feel a lot of what they are going through with this addiction and this codependency, okay, with this card. So I'm going to put this up in case you want to screenshot it, and this is an affirmation, okay? So if you want to screenshot that, and then you can read that to yourself every day, just as a reminder, okay? And then this actually touched on the empath stuff, which is perfect because we're going to go into the empathic oracle, solar plexus chakra, okay? Chakra, sorry, not chakra. Chakra. Okay, so let me get to the book here because these ones you have to read from. So that's number 5, which is page 44. All right. So energetic color is yellow, like the sun, which is funny because there is a lot of yellow in your cards here. Okay, a lot of yellow. So that's funny that it pointed that out. Whose will is it? Is the direction of my steps forward allowed from my inner compass? The third chakra, there we go again. The third chakra is where we experience the truth of our will, to be able to make choices from a place that is absent of fear, worry, or judgment is a gift that allows us to see and learn the unfoldment of the investment of our energy. From this space, we soon learn to adjust all aspects of movement and thought into energetic manifestation. Oftentimes, our will feels challenged because of religious beliefs, societal rules, or even the projected fears of others, and we may make a choice that serves them instead of our own needs. As empaths, we feel this drive within very deeply. To understand the power of choice, especially when we sense the do as I say, not what I do from others, becomes the quest. Often even a simple drive to experience makes many empaths quickly notice all the cords of attachment to the false will needs of others. Cord cutting becomes a very valuable tool and should be practiced day to day as needed. Are my choices from a place of free will, and do I allow others the same self-choice? Okay, so like I said, you are in a place of needing to make some decisions and starting fresh. So what that is saying is just make sure you're making them from the right place. You're doing it for you and you're doing it for your health, you know, especially with this codependency, okay? So this has been a really great reading. I mean, not a whole lot in love today as far as, you know, for this next week. I feel like you're still in the space of making a decision which way to go in regards to love. But this should give you some good direction for the week. Remember, you have free will, okay? So this is just some guidance, but you have free will to make the choices that you want to make, okay? And just keep in mind with karma and the wheel of fortune is constantly turning. So as you make choices, the wheel turns in one way or the other, and karma tries to balance out everything that goes on in the universe, okay? So anyways, I hope that you found this message helpful. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed week. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. And also, I'd love to hear your comments below and your stories and how this resonated for you. Please keep it positive and vibing. If you don't, you get kicked out, all right? Peace and love, y'all. Bye.